Hey YouTube, welcome to tonight's So You Think You Can Dance recap.
And now, we'd like to give a shout out to Reservoir Dog. Okay.
Our judges this week
Judges.
were Nigel, Mary, and special guest Debbie Allen. So tonight, everyone would dance 2 dances with their partner, and then they would have 1 solo as well.
Right. First up, Pasha and Lacey. And they did a hip hop. Dave Scott choreographed. And
In the morning.
In the morning.
This was an interesting dance. Lacey was supposed to be a mannequin, and Pasha was like a nerd. He had the glasses working.
Pasha was insane.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was great. He had great moves. But let me tell you, Lacey surprised me. She made doing nothing look so simple. I just couldn't believe it. All that energy. She stood still for about half the dance.
I have to say, she did do a good job looking like a mannequin, because you gotta kind of pop
Yeah.
when she was doing the different movements as the mannequin.
Mm-hmm.
That was good, but you know what? I didn't count it exactly, but I know she did less than 10 counts of 8 of actual dancing.
So, we'd like to call her lazy.
But then again,
Go lazy!
she didn't choreograph the dance, so
No.
it's not like she could help it.
No, but let me tell you.
She did what she was given.
She made it look so simple. Okay,
Next was
first solo,
a Sabre solo.
which was totally fantastic. She had everything. She had great rhythm. She had great tricks in there. She just had a great balance of everything. She connected with the audience. Go Sabre! Next couple was Lauren and Danny.
And they had a contemporary routine choreographed by Mia Michaels.
The Emmy Award nominated choreographer. And they danced to Then You Look at Me. There was an awful lot of running around in this.
There was.
I didn't get it. I have to admit, I didn't get it. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just adult.
I don't mean to diss everyone's favorite choreographer, but she has a tendency to utilize stairs and jumping off the stage a lot.
And this. Wow, I just did it.
I don't know. It seems like she can't just make them use the stage.
Yeah.
She has to have something else for them to work with. The park bench, the flowers in that one, there's always something.
And, she's always about, I bring this from my heart, my personal life. This dance was about aliens. How many have you met? I'm thinking quite a few. So maybe you did take it from your personal life.
I thought it was still pretty good, though.
It was okay, but you know what? It wasn't all that they were. It wasn't all that in a ham sandwich,
I mean, it was good, but there was better.
Yeah. Okay, so now up next, Pasha had his solo.
It was funny.
It was very funny that he had the mannequin out there, but
He had a mannequin in an evening dress gown kind of thing.
It was a little lacking for me.
It didn't really mix with the song, the style that he was doing.
Yeah.
He hit some moves, on the beat, but it just didn't work.
I wasn't feeling it, and I love Pasha. I wanted to love it, but I didn't.
Digging the gap.
It's hot. Sabre and Neil were up next with a jazz routine.
One of my favorites of the night.
Yeah, I have to say this is my hands down one of my favorites.
Mandy Moore has been stepping it up.
Yeah, Mandy Moore's choreography was incredible, and it was to that old Eurythmics song, Sweet Dreams, which is one of my favorites, and if it's good enough for Martha Stewart's theme song, it was good enough for me.
And it was a little bit like Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
It was business-based.
Yes.
They had a table on stage. Now, I know I dissed the whole props thing a couple minutes ago, but
Right.
it worked. And she doesn't always
worked
do that.
for
This was
them.
the first time I've seen that.
Right. The lifts were insane. The jumps
Neil
were unreal.
did this little, what was it, something with a P?
planche.
Planche.
Yes.
It was crazy.
It was. It was delicious, if I might say so myself.
Crazy hot.
Yeah, it was amazing. And Sabre, by the way, did that all in heels.
Yeah, she did these jumps. It was crazy.
How'd she do that? I can barely walk in heels. I know you can work them, but I sure can't. Lauren's solo was up next.
It was alright.
I'll just have to say it wasn't as good as Sabra. That's all I could say about that. Okay, next couple up. Everybody was dancing twice, so it's Lacey and Pasha.
They had a smooth waltz.
Hunter Johnson was the choreographer, and
Something about Hunter, I'm a fan.
me too.
He
He's very
reminds me of
suave.
Toby from The Office, but
Yeah.
different. But different.
He's got it all going on. You know, he's understated elegance.
Right. He looks like him, but he's
Right.
way cool.
A Daisy in December was the song that they danced to.
It was pretty.
You know, they were raving about this, and I noticed that they weren't saying anything bad about any of the couples tonight.
I think they're really leaving it up to America.
Yeah, they're trying to, but I think that they're really doing everybody a disservice by not.
The only bad comment that Nigel gave was Lacey's hand was like this,
Yeah,
which is a no-no.
Mm.
You gotta extend.
yeah. I really wasn't getting the connection between the two of them.
But it was pretty.
It was pretty,
It was
yeah.
very elegant.
Yeah. Okay, so the next solo up was Neil.
Now you know he's coming out with the signature move.
Of course, it was the first move he did,
Well,
which is okay.
not the first.
Well,
Pretty early on.
yeah, within the first 8 count, anyway.
Oh, and I was loving the Peter Pan pants.
They were rocked. They were rocked. Little take on the green, but they were hot. Okay, so up again, Lauren and Danny doing a disco.
Doriana Sanchez.
I thought this was going to have a lot of energy, but I have to say I was a little bit disappointed in the amount
It
of
was
energy that they had.
A little slower.
Yeah, the moves were kind of awkward.
Awkward.
The death drop, I don't know what they were showing in the preview. Didn't really
didn't
look like
the
it was
same.
working. No, it
In
didn't.
the preview, they spun backwards out of it, and I didn't see a spin out of it at all. She just came up.
Yeah,
I didn't see the spin.
and when she came up, it was like, oh, am I gonna make it?
I'm not
so-
sure if I saw it wrong or what, because the judges didn't say anything. But I don't know if they were just
They
holding
weren't
back
saying
from the negatives.
they weren't saying much negative at all. I mean, that Lacey thing was probably extremely wrong that they mentioned it.
But it just didn't look like it did, like it was supposed to.
Okay, so next up was another solo, Lacey.
It was better than last week, but then again, that's not saying much. It was kind of at the level of Lauren's, but it was still under
I
Sabra.
felt a little bit dirty after this because they did 2 upskirts, and
Yeah,
I was like,
she
why'd they do
stuck
that?
her butt in the camera, but it wasn't just a butt shot. It was a under the skirt butt shot.
It was like a more than the butt shot. It was like a butt to the front shot.
It was almost like a vagine.
It was, yeah.
bad.
It was. I don't want to go there. Okay, so the next couple up again was Sabra and Neil.
This was the last couple dance, so they had to bring it out.
Oh my goodness, they did a Paso Doble. Tony Meredith and Melanie. Yeah, Melanie. Okay, and the song, I know, okay, Spanish-speaking people, I'm probably saying this wrong, but España Cani. Okay? I thought it was great.
Phenomenal.
Again, just like I think last week, Sabra's, both of her dances, I
Were the
thought
top.
were the top for me and you.
Yeah.
And
I
again,
have to agree.
yeah.
She
And
just pulls it out. She's
she
got
took
the
Neil to the
personality,
top with her.
everything.
I thought he was fantastic too. I think he's come a long way.
I think it depends on who Neil is partnered with.
Right.
Because she really brought out the best of him.
She really brings out the best in all of her partners, I have to say.
I think so.
So kudos, Sabra. We loved it.
Oh,
And Neil.
wait. First, Mary Murphy brought out her hot tamale train
Woo!
ticket thing, and
Yeah.
Neil was like, excuse me, this is my first ride on the hot tamale train.
All right, Neil. We love you. It's
It was
official.
just so funny.
We love you.
It was hilarious.
Give him a snap.
Oh, I thought you meant a...
No.
It was a mini snap.
Okay.
But it was there.
It's better than a pinky clap, which is really something else. Okay, so last up, I don't know why they closed the show with Danny.
Because everyone loves him for some reason.
I think we're probably the only 2 people in the world that don't love Danny. Although we've had some comments
he's
of people that don't love
talented,
Danny.
but he just doesn't wow me.
He doesn't connect with me.
His solo It was good, but
it was good technically, I think, but
it always is technically, but
yeah. It's like a robot sometimes. I get the impression it's just like a robot up
Yeah.
there going through the motions.
with all the pirouettes, I've seen it.
It's very ballet.
Give me something energetic.
Yeah.
Give me something that excites me.
Yeah, everything is just floaty, floaty. That's so technical, I know. Okay, kids, the results show we're going to have to wait until Monday.
What? Because
Yeah.
they're showing
Preseason
preseason
football.
football.
Okay, so favorites again, Neil and Sabra.
Well, Sabre number 1.
And Sabra had the best solo, I think.
Sabre for the win.
And you know, I really like Neil's solo too.
I did too.
The Peter Pan pants really enhanced.
I think Neil is like my favorite male.
I think I'm gonna have to agree, and Pasha a close second,
Yeah, they're like,
neck and neck. So I guess we'll see you on Monday.
Much love.